What's up, fam, and welcome back to the channel. Today, you guys are going to be getting an in-depth look at Arcade1up's Capcom Legacy 35th Anniversary Shinku Hadoken Edition Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Cab. I'm excited to show you guys this, and there's a little bit of history behind it too. So let's get rolling and take a look. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo was originally released in Japan and North America on February 23, 1994. While its predecessor, Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, was the first Street Fighter game to run on the Capcom Play System 2, this one had a series of changes that made it, well, let's just say, epic. With additions like new combo systems, character animations, an array of new character colors, and super finishes, it quickly dominated the fighting game scene. Back in these days, even if you were a little scared, it was a rush to stand next to somebody and face off player to player in games like this. The question was always, could they back their mouth up? Now that Arcade1up has officially released the Shinku Hadoken edition of the 35th Anniversary Capcom Legacy Cab, it's time to take a good look at it and see how it compares in experience and gameplay. $4.99 price tag? Okay, it doesn't seem too bad, but let's see what we're getting here. Game roster actually looks pretty decent. There's definitely some games I love on here. Alright, specs. Little bit short, but that's fixable. Let's take a look at some of these original cabs to see what we're getting. The bezel from this big blue is coming. So is the Marquee and control panel from the Dynamo. And oh, look it's a candy cab. Here's an older Dynamo with a more boxy control panel. I'd see conversion kits in these all day. So how does the 1UP version compare? It's controversial to say the least.
Oh, Nelly!
The fact that the cabinet, well, and control panel especially, kind of has a midway design to it is not exactly what everybody wants. Consider this. In the past, everybody has complained about not having enough space with their control panels, so this does give you more space. With that being said, I think I should remind myself that Arcade1up does not make full-scale cabs that are perfect replicas. The whole purpose is to get the core mechanics of the game in an arcade form factor, and then bring it home to the consumer. So without further ado, let's get a good look at this thing and see what games it's got on it, how it plays, and I'll let you guys in on a little bit more about what I think about it. I'm not a huge fan of this Arcade1up logo on the front of the control panel, but it's obviously not a deal breaker. However, the Marquee looks amazing. They really blew this one out of the water. The display is great. Obviously, it's a BOE monitor, and the scan lines actually look decent on this, not like it's stretching the image or there's like distortion of any kind. The bezel looks great. It's the official artwork, and I really like it. Obviously, they stamped their own logo on there, but it is a 35th anniversary. Another thing I'm going to point out here is that my cab will not connect to the online server. While it does connect to my Wi-Fi, it keeps giving me an error every time I try to connect to the online server to play online. So, unfortunately for me, I cannot fight online. However, I haven't contacted Arcade1up about this yet. I'm sure they'll fix it. Here's a little bit of gameplay from all the Street Fighter games, and then a show of all the games on the cab with just some gameplay sprinkled throughout. It's also notable that the versions of Street Fighter that you have on here are the same ones that were in the Big Blue cab, and any glitchiness that might have been in the Big Blue version technically is carried over. Although there are a few issues present, the overall games roster and playability is great. I mean, these are fun games. I would say out of all these games, there's probably 2 that I won't really play. And aside from the aforementioned issues with these Street Fighter games, the rest of the games feel like they play really well. I'm assuming these are Sanwa clones. I'm not going to take them apart to look, but they are nice. They're better. They're an upgrade from what we were getting. Will I probably replace them? Most likely. Okay guys, so what is my final impression of the Arcade1up Shinku Hadoken 35th anniversary cab? Well, I think that overall they've done a really good job aesthetically. I think that the print quality on the control panel is amazing, and it's a vast improvement from what they started off with. I think that the attention to detail with the small things like the marquee and the joysticks is also a vast improvement. Obviously the monitor is a BOE and we all love those. So aesthetically and visually it's very pleasing. The only issues that I run into are when I'm trying to play online, and that is kind of frustrating. And I can't imagine for people who play like a lot online, getting a cab and not being able to play online. However, I'm sure it's probably a software or hardware issue with this particular cabinet. The other thing is that they carried over the ROMs from the Big Blue Street Fighter. So that kind of was disappointing. Are they gonna fix it? I don't know, I hope so. As far as them taking cues from the community and people who actually buy these things and play them, I do see that they're making a difference and making improvements with these cabs. Is it everything that we want all at once? No, but let's be realistic, it's never gonna work out that way. So for me, this is a keeper. Even though there are things about it that are kind of a letdown for me, it is overall the best Street Fighter cab that I have gotten yet. Aesthetically, my Big Blue is one of my favorites, but I don't keep Street Fighter in that. So for me, this is gonna be my one and only Street Fighter cab, and overall, big picture, I'm happy with it. So for me and my collection, I think it's great. If I could get a Dynamo, I'm still gonna try and get my hands on one. I hope this video has been really helpful to you guys and you've gotten a lot out of it. Until next time, I'll see you then.